All right, let's get this started.
It's a talk show on the internet, a talk show from behind the bits. We'll talk and laugh and have a good time. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We hope you have a great time too.
All right, we are back at the BTB Internet Talk Show, brought to you by the Behind the Bits podcast. You are watching us live. We're going to have some fun here and talk to some people I like. I'm going to go ahead and bring them up right now. First off, we got Steve Freeto. Steve, how you doing?
Good. Hey, Scott. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. Joanne Filan, how you doing?
Hey, I'm great. So nice to be here too.
John Poveromo. Hi.
Hey. I also enjoy being here.
Krish Mohan, how you doing?
Hello. Good to be here.
All
Thank you
people
for
I've
having
met
me.
through the podcast, except for Steve, who I've met by hanging out in person with him. Hi, Steve.
Hi. This is the best we could do, hanging out in person. I'll take it.
Yeah. So
We're finally the same height, Scott.
We're probably all exactly the same height.
Oh yeah, if you're
on here, I'm the short one, which is kind of nice because I'm usually the giant, so that's cool. So
For all you know, we don't have legs.
Yeah.
None of us.
we're all muffins.
Yep.
Just
So let's
floating
get to
towards
know each other a little bit. We barely met in the green room before we came on, so let's get to know each other a little bit. John, why don't you tell me about yourself?
Oh God, I suck at this. I am 5'4". I don't know, dude. I'm a comedian. You know, I'm assuming we're all comedians, so we all know that. I like long walks on the beach. And are we dating? Is this a speed dating thing? Because it's a real positive event in here. I'm not gonna lie.
You know, with that hair, it could be.
It could be. Hey, I'm ready for anything. I don't know. I mean, this is my first experience with an OnlyFans account, so super pumped for anything that happens here. I'm a comedian from New Jersey, and I'm sad most of the time. And I don't know, just from being in New Jersey, quarantine is great for the rich. I'm not rich. I'm taking up a lot of other people's time. We probably got better answers. I'm stalling so everybody else can think of something good.
Thank you. Oh my God.
I'm very altruistic that way.
Take one for
I'm
the
sure
team.
everybody appreciates that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, go to somebody else, for the love of God.
Okay. I'll take the heat off of you for a minute.
Holy shit.
You know, we've got tens of people watching, so you gotta put your best foot forward. Hey, Krish, tell me about yourself, like I don't already know.
I am also a comedian from. I'm based out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Also enjoy long walks on the beach. Who doesn't? I think only maniacs don't like long walks on the beach. Have you tried it? It's delightful. But I do. I'm a touring comic. So obviously I haven't been on tour since this whole thing started, and right now I've been shifting everything to digital, so working a lot more on my podcasts and doing these live virtual comedy shows over Zoom, which has been super fun, and it gets me writing a lot more. So each week I write a whole new show on a particular socio-political topic. And then a bunch of weirdos, and I have a good time on a Friday night.
Brag.
Hey, I was one of those.
So good.
Scott was one of those weirdos.
Right, yeah. I've been writing fucking every night.
I have to that, or else there's no beaches for me to go on long walks on.
You really fucked yourself by living in Pittsburgh, dude.
I know. Yeah, I got 3 rivers, but I have 0 beaches.
Not having more teeth than anybody else that lives there, man. I mean, you really kind of screwed yourself with that one. I'm just waiting for the Jersey hate to come in, so I'm getting in on it early.
Great, here we go.
I'm holding it in. That's the closer. The Jersey hate's got to be the closer.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I'm gonna eat that shit up.
So, as somebody who attends Krish's shows, I have to say they're very good. And when we get to the end here, I want to make sure you plug those because I really have a good time, and it's funny and educational. And I write stuff down and go check my history. And the Fed's bad. I mean, ooh, wow, yeah, not good. So, yeah,
God, I appreciate that.
yeah.
That is terrible.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it. And people heckle you on Zoom, which is great.
They do.
Yeah.
They're friendly heckles, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found that the people that come out to see my shows, they're friendly heckles.
Yeah. I like the dude in the one I was in that was on his phone, but it was completely dark in the room, and all you could see is like whatever light was in the other room shining off of his eyes once in a while.
Yes.
What's a Zoom heckle like? Is it like, hey, dude, your bandwidth is like 15? Like, what's a Zoom heckle?
Your room's ugly.
Yeah.
I hate your furniture.
That would be the very specific Zoom heckle. Is if they went after my bandwidth. It's just all I can afford, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's DSL. That's all we got.
You using.
Wait till next week. I'm going to talk about net neutrality. It might be better.
That's great.
All right. Well, thanks, Krish. Joanne, I need to know more about you. It wasn't like we talked for a couple hours.
I know. Let's see. Well, I'm a Taurus.
All right.
I like short walks in the woods. Just I lack a lower body, but I make up for it having a very large upper body now because of.
She's doing the pull-ups.
Yeah, I do a lot of pull-ups. I have some cats. They're not here at the moment. I should be plugging things, but I've got nothing to plug other than my sadness. And my horoscope said I didn't read it today, actually. So I got nothing. Sad. I had a lot more time, and so I have no one to blame but myself for this lousy intro.
Well,
I tried.
the outro will be the important part. So you just keep the wheels turning up there.
Okay, good. Then I'm glad I didn't give a lot away.
Can you put that watch up on the screen so everybody can?
Oh. Whoa.
Oh, that's
Beautiful.
so cool.
That's a watch.
Thank you.
What time is it though?
I have no idea.
So is
Not a
that
clue.
You still look at your phone to see what time it is?
Yes, I do. But it's a hell of a workout. I tell
Yeah.
you what. I have a very strong left arm because
yeah. Yeah, your left hook must be crazy.
you ain't kidding. Just ask my cats. No, I don't.
Come on, Peanut.
I don't punch cats.
You implied it.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, this is sad.
This
One of my
is for the outro.
podcast guests had to cancel because her cat died.
Oh my God.
Oh,
really?
no.
Wow.
It actually got hit on the road, and
Oh.
she'd only had it for a year. So it makes
Oh, God.
Oh,
That still would have been behind the bits though, right?
yeah, I was way behind.
All the bits of the cat all over the road. Sorry.
damn.
You know what, dude? I think we were all gonna chase that fucking cat joke, and then I'm glad you did it first. 'Cause I mean, it wasn't one I was gonna go with. I was gonna do like a COVID thing, but I'm glad. Thank you for taking that bullet.
I mean,
We
I
all
do
got to
run
pretend
cats.
like we were decent people, even though we were all thinking of something horrible.
Am I the only
Yeah,
one that
we
was
got-
thinking, can I hold on for a minute and go hug my cats?
Is there traffic in your place?
I hope not. Shit, I hope not. This is horrible.
Somebody could drive a lawnmower through or something.
Oh my
Oh
God.
God!
Steve,
How dare you?
Yeah.
Steve. Tell me about you.
I also like long walks outside, but I'm not doing that right now. Scott, I have to ask though, is this like your murder, fuck, kill list right now? Could this be your outro? You pick one of us to murder and to marry and to kill or whatever it is? Or there's 2 murders there. That's not right. Marry, fuck, kill.
What happens to the other one?
Yeah, I don't know. I've been watching.
Someone just has to watch.
We're just not important enough. Like
We're just thinking.
Kill.
Yeah,
It's
which
just like
one
it's
am
not
I gonna
important
be?
enough to have feelings about.
Shit.
Well, I've been doing a lot of Zoom stuff too, but I've got a bunch of forever stamps that I think I'm going to die before they are used up. So I'm going to start writing jokes and just mailing them to people and see how they land.
Excellent.
Nice.
All right.
Circle yes or no if you like it.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I'll send you my
it.
address.
Steve,
Please, let's share addresses.
Steve's not going to talk about himself, so I'm going to talk about him. Steve is an improv genius. He started a group in the Elkhart County area called GoProv, and you have been around for, has it been 8 years now?
Oh, Scott, dear, 13 years.
13 years, okay.
Yeah, I mean, but you're right. Only 8 of them were good.
Yeah. And it was a previous 8, right?
Yeah.
It was
sporadic. It was a sporadic 8.
Yeah.
You made it sound like you'd only been around on Earth for 13 years.
Yes.
How long have you been around?
Nothing.
Maturity level, yeah, for sure.
I just got here.
I think our improv group, John, is isn't it called the Sporadic 8?
It is.
My audience is called the Hateful 8. 8 folks show up and they hate everything we do.
So do you all do improv but me? Krish, do you do improv?
I have done it. I haven't done improv in probably maybe like 2 years.
Okay.
But yeah, I used to have it. I was in 3 teams, one of which was a duo. I was in a house team, and then I had like a cool independent team because we weren't going to be held down by those fucking corporate improv.
Wow, Steve.
Corporate
theaters.
improv.
You know, the
Corporate.
A lot of hate in the improv group.
you know the,
Damn the man.
yeah,
Sponsored by
we were
Amazon.
wild, man.
So the reason I like Steve so much is he lets me perform at his shows, but he doesn't make me do improv. So you get along very well.
Yeah, I know what you're good at.
Well, it's great.
No, honestly, there's always been a separation of like, oh, I'm stand-up, I'm improv, but like, I think, good people deserve to be on stage. So, when we put shows together, I like to mix it up and just give you that opportunity to be in front of an audience. So you've always been great, Scott. So I'm done hearing about your balls, that's for sure. But I appreciate your humor.
I think you're sucking up for the fuck, marry, kill part, aren't you, Steve?
Yeah, I really want to be murdered right now. Please, Scott, kill me.
He saw
working
John
for
scared.
I'm wearing my casket suit right now, so please kill me. I'm ready to be cremated in this suit.
Do you have to have one of those? Because I don't have any suits. I just have t-shirts.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going out with jeans, man.
Yeah, me too, dude.
Yeah.
I don't even.
I'm not. Yeah.
I have one suit that I wear for every wedding, and a shirt and a blue shirt.
How many times have you been married?
Oh my God, so many times. They don't even know.
Same suit every
Some
damn
of them don't
time.
even guess.
Yeah.
So I used to have a bunch of suits, but it's when I weighed like about 100 pounds more, so they couldn't actually be tailored to the point where it fit me, so they all went to Goodwill. I just got some jackets.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So
Yeah, I get like. Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm really excited, and I'm jumping all over you because I'm excited. We actually have a real sponsor for this show.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh god, is it a suit sponsor? Is it like
It's totally not.
Lord and Taylor's or?
It's not suits. It's actually meditation for 2020. Everything is real bad edition.
Wow.
Wow.
This is a new app that's coming out. It's going to be, you can get it at the iPhone store, whatever you get your iPhone apps from, in the Google Play Store. And basically what this is all about is there is no amount of breathing exercises you can do to take the negative thoughts out of your head. So instead, they are making mantras out of them. And I've got a few of the titles here with me. I'm excited. I've actually invested in this. One of them is, did he really say that?
Yeah.
If you say that 40 times, you might be able to get to sleep. The next one is, did he really do that? Say that another 50 times. And this is one of my favorites. Okay, let's just move to Iceland. I'm serious. What does it take to get citizenship? So that's coming out soon. Just watch the Behind the Bits page for when that hits the app stores. And I think it's going to be great because just fuck it.
That was a great bit. I didn't see that comment. I really thought you had a sponsor. Honest to Christ, I don't know why, but I was like, "Oh, this is fucking sweet. Good for him."
Yeah, sweet. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I got a program that I edit shit in. That's all I got.
Yeah, no, that's great. I like that a lot. I was enjoying
Thank you. I'm a writer. I mean, look
it.
at
I
me.
believe you.
Yeah, I took the hat off, so now I'm a writer. I do want to plug. I do want to plug next week's show, though. So next week I've got Tom
Already?
coming on live.
Is it over?
Real. Wow,
I
how
just think
bad
it's
were we?
fun so we
It's
can
the
act.
commercial break. It's the commercial break, everybody.
Okay, got it.
They get longer as it goes. We've got Tom Friesen on next week, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and we're going to talk about his book, Still Standing. We're going to do a Q&A. We're going to have special guests. I think I may have a really cool special guest that I talked to his people yesterday, so this may be a big surprise. And we are going to give away an autographed copy of Still Standing on next Thursday.
Wow.
This Thursday, however, today, oh, look, I've got 2 copies.
Oh.
If you're still in the audience tonight at the end of this show and you say, hey, in either YouTube or your Facebook chat, if you say, hey, you could win the book. I'm going to pick somebody randomly, and I will mail that to you tomorrow.
Wow.
It's exciting.
I'm
Do
gonna
we
log
count?
out 5 minutes before the show and try to get the fucking book.
I'm like, well,
Something wrong with the internet.
So, folks, we have come to my favorite part of the show. It's part of the show I like to call Dean Martin Dinner Party. This is my way of doing improv. So open your minds, if you will. Dean Martin was cryogenically frozen right before he passed away, and they found a cure to his illness, and they brought him back. Dean Martin is hosting a dinner party, and you guys are all guests. He's a little bit disappointed in you because you're not talking, so he's going to bring some talking points. Thing is, I got to get into character now.
Do you need a martini?
Again, also.
When love
believe you
hits
about
your
this.
eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. I'm Dean Martin. I'm
Bitch.
drinking whiskey and Diet Sunkissed Orange because I'm fucking that shit. This party is fantastic except for nobody's talking, so I'm going to have to get some people to talk with some talking points. It's me, Dean Martin.
Something happened in the cryogenic.
It's spot on because that is something that he does. He does self-reference himself a lot in conversations. I've heard that about people.
Yes.
That's where rappers got it from.
Yeah. Dean Martin
How
is
many
the
people
original
know that?
rapper.
Yeah.
Dean Martin's wondering why he's even here. You guys really are talking. This seems like a whole bullshit premise to me, but
It
Just
works.
Dean Martin is moody.
Yeah, Jesus.
so Krish, what do you do to relax?
I'm a big Star Trek fan, so I like to watch some Star Trek. I know, Dean. I don't know if you're a fan of Star Trek or not, but running through DS9 with my girlfriend right now, which is just fun.
Is that
I
a
think
position?
everybody from that's watching the show has left.
No, actually,
Nerd.
there's more people. And Krish, I got to say, I commend you for watching Star Trek instead of that shitty Star Wars stuff. That was the worst stuff ever made. Thank you.
Yeah,
Wow.
not a great franchise. That franchise really went downhill.
Here's the thing about what
I
you
think
just said,
John
though.
turned against me on that one. I think I lost. But I got to tell you, I saw the original Star Wars in the theater, 1977. I hated it. Never watched
No,
it.
I was gonna say he's got to pick which lie he wants to go with. That he watches DS9 or that he's got a girlfriend. It's got to be one or the other.
Both.
You cannot combine two.
Both.
You know what's really sad is I'm a huge fucking nerd, and that joke hurt me. So I just didn't want to let it sit there without anybody taking it. So, but no, I feel you, dude. I've been watching Star Trek too.
It's a good series to get into right now. There's so much.
Yeah, dude. I just started watching Next Gen with a friend of mine because I'd never really watched it before, and we skipped around because he really loves DS9, and then we moved on to some of the DS9. It's just very human, the whole show. So it makes you, hate everyone you actually know and wish that you were in space. That's the thing about Star Trek, is that if you really want to fucking hate everything about your planet and the people you're surrounded with, it's a show for you.
It is a show. If you're just like, oh man, what do we got to do to get to that point? Oh, change everything about how we are as people.
Exactly, but it also
Great
makes
show.
you kind of it's crazy though, because you see like the politicians that are kind of trying to do that kind of shit, and how they either get gunned down, voted out of office, cancel culture on the right hand side gets to them, or what I mean? Like, good people are just constantly being slaughtered. And then
Or
you're left
sometimes
with,
they do get launched into space, which is like close.
yeah.
Well, this
that's
is lighthearted. Fantastic.
Is this your
What have you done?
Where's Don Rickles? Come on. Steve, what do you do to relax, buddy?
Well, I just Googled DS9, so now I know what that is. I thought that was a sex thing, so I was like, oh, I'm into that. But no, it's deep, not sex.
It was exercise.
Whole series.
It's a different kind of deep space.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
So Dean, to relax, I mean, honestly, I just stare out the windows right now. I look at my neighbor. My neighbor is constantly moving and constantly doing stuff. So I'm tired for him. So I just stare out the window. That's all I got.
Are you still running?
Oh, yeah, of course. But that's not to relax. That's just to prove that I'm not my age.
Oh, I feel that.
Yeah, I'm trying to outrun, being old.
Yeah, I get it.
I
But
broke
the great thing, like,
for a
all
second.
these races that I've registered for are now going virtual. So all I have to do is just submit a time, and I get like a ribbon or something. So I'm like, fuck, I don't have to run it all. Great, sign me
Oh,
up.
man.
That's cool. I keep going out of character. Hey, man.
Dean Martin.
I'm Dean Martin, and I'm kind of wondering what you do to relax. Hey, me, Dean Martin, asking.
Seemed like a hippie, Dean.
Yeah, I know. Must have gotten kicked in the head.
in the cryo chamber.
In the frozen head.
There's like a battle between Disney and Michael Jackson and Dean Martin, and Dean Martin's the one that survived. Coming out, Dean Martin, bitch.
It's from all the cigarettes. I'm great.
Oh, yeah.
What would Dean Martin do with a vape right now? You think Dean Martin would be vaping or using a e-cigarette or something?
Dean Martin would totally be doing that, but he'd have a real cigarette in the other hand. It's a chaser.
That's pretty good.
Son of a bitch.
So, Joanne, what do you do to relax? Come on, talk to me.
Dean, you sexist. Did you have to wait for me to be last?
Actually, John's last. Come on.
Oh, that's true. Still, Dean. You don't care.
Yeah.
I've been sitting in the kitchen making dinner forever. No. Your crankiness is rubbed off on me, Dean. I've done none of this. I've done none. I like watching classic movies, Dean. None of yours though, because they all suck. But
There's that left hook right there.
yeah, there you go, Dean.
Okay, Jordan. Wow.
I think you knocked Dean's confidence out.
Oh, that's
We put Dean's confidence back on ice.
Come on. I know you watched Matt Helm. That was good shit.
I'm more of a Frank person. I'm more of a Frank fan, Dean, of all the Brat Pack. Was big on Manchurian Candidate. That was good with your pal Frank.
Yeah. All right. Well, whatever. Thanks.
Stop being so stoned, Dean.
Dean Martin, whatever now. That's pretty great.
Oh, hey, John. How's it going?
Hey, Dean. You just noticed you're here.
Hey,
It's me, Dean Martin. I don't know if you know, but I was unfrozen for my cryogenic thing, and I don't know what you do to relax, buddy.
I did. Well, you know what I did? I watched Ocean's 11 the other night, and that put me right to sleep. It's a 3-hour movie that has a lot of fucking time for pacing. So, I mean, I have never seen a fucking scan of the Las Vegas Strip in real time before, but you guys really I was like, is anything happening in this 5-minute long pan of the desert that you guys are going through in this scene? No, nothing. All right.
It's a Dean Martin roast. Let's do it.
Oh, that'd be so great.
Be a Dean Martin melt because
It's
of
a
his
Dean Martin
cryogenicness.
wannabe celebrity roast.
Honestly, until Joanne brought it up, I didn't realize that Dean Martin made movies. so that was I was like, oh man, that's
Well, I
cool.
gotta tell you, check out the Matt Helm film. Good stuff.
It's because all the Dean Martin movies they just considered Jerry Lewis movies.
Oh, yeah.
Coming back.
That's hilarious. It's crazy though. If you could sing back then, they also thought you could act, which is why they put Elvis in the fucking movie.
Really?
Could not act to save his life.
Well, he has gray hair.
He shakes his ass.
What a dancer, though, that guy.
Yeah. No, it's constant fucking thing. That was incredible.
Drugs. He was good at drugs too.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
glad you guys are talking. I'm glad you guys are talking, but I got other stuff to ask.
Oh, great.
Wait, who is that?
It's Dean Martin.
Oh,
I'm not anymore.
I forgot.
I'm gonna throw this out to Joanne first because she got pissed because she thought she was last.
Damn it.
What are some of your favorite guilty pleasure songs?
Guilty pleasure songs. Ooh.
Songs.
Guilty pleasure songs.
Dean's trying to figure out what we like to talk to.
Damn. That's a good. Damn it, Dean. You got me. You're stumping me. I am I'm drawing a blank. I'm totally drawing a blank.
I'll come back to you, Joanne. Let me grease the wheels a little bit.
Okay.
One of my favorites is "Walking on Sunshine" by Katrina and the Waves. It's actually my alarm.
All right. That's
What? You wake up to that?
I do. Dun, 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 dun. I just love it.
Yeah.
And you may not know it by looking at me, but I'm a big Judas Priest fan. Listen to a lot of Priest, all the way from Sad Wings of Destiny, all the way up to some of the later stuff. So I'm a big Priest fan.
Nice.
Dean Martin is a Priest fan.
Hell
Who knew?
Take note.
Hellbent, Hellbent, leather.
I think there's something there, Dean. You should be getting all these metal songs and do them in your lounge style.
You got another thing coming.
Yeah. All right.
Yes. You an AC/DC fan, Dean? Do you like AC/DC?
I do. Seen them live a few times. Yeah.
In your cryos?
They're after your time, Dean.
Did they move the cryogenic chamber to the concert?
I was still alive when Bon Scott was around. Give me a break.
When did you die,
Him,
Dean?
like,
Remember.
Bon Scott died in 1978. Thank you.
When did you die, Dean?
1990 something.
Oh, really?
Maybe it was 80 something. I don't know.
Fair enough.
I'll fact check.
I'd be frozen
That'd be
for-
cool if they unfroze like the Rat Pack, like they did the Winter Soldier, and then sent them out to kill rock stars. Like
Nice.
they just said a bunch of song lyrics in a row.
Really, the ultimate
Triggered
mission is,
something.
can they kill Keith Richards?
Mm,
And the answer is you cannot.
no.
No,
You cannot.
that's-
Cockroaches will always survive.
The end of the world.
Dean Martin outlived Kurt Cobain, by the way. Dean Martin died in 1995.
Ah,
Wow.
and that's why there's no justice in the world.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I remember now. Dying really sucked.
I bet.
So-
What did you think of Nirvana?
What?
What did you think of Nirvana, Dean?
Rape me.
No,
You're to think of. I feel so bad.
There's a whole fucking catalog of
That's the one that came to me.
Yeah, that's
No more Teen Spirit isn't the lyric.
I know Scott said he hated improv, or didn't like to do improv like 20 minutes ago, and now we're all like, hey, what do you think of this band, Dean? You piece of shit. What do you think?
He's just proving how easy it is.
I appreciate how you guys stay in character. You're doing better than I am. No, as to your Nirvana question, not a big Nirvana fan. I'm more of a Screaming Trees guy myself. Like the
Oh,
Screaming
trees.
Gee,
Okay.
still on
Wow.
Sub Pop, though, so you're good.
Yes.
Good
Um,
catch.
Krish. No, I was asking Steve. He never answered. What's your favorite guilty pleasure song?
I mean, if I'm being real here, I love the High School Musical soundtrack.
Okay.
I do. I love Miley Cyrus. I love 80s music. Yeah, all of that. Sons of Bill.
Kiss
Yeah,
My
I would
Ass,
say,
Steve.
I mean, guilty pleasure, yeah, definitely. You know, there's so many one-hit wonders in the 80s that you can turn on, and I'm working on my like 80s hair, like Kajagoogoo or the whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Kind of more Tears for Fears, but you're good.
Oh,
yeah, this is all I could do during quarantine is just grow hair, so
Yeah.
everywhere.
yeah. I haven't had a haircut in like 5 months, maybe 6.
Holy shit. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm actually shaving my head every 3 days, so there you go.
That's a Dean Martin thing to say.
So, side note, do you guys think Britney's okay?
Oh, no.
No.
I don't. I
We
don't.
need to try to free her.
That Instagram stuff's off the hook.
Ooh, you sound haunted now.
I mean,
Off the boat.
I'm just
Are we all
worried
kind of
about-
just? Are we all kind of skating past the fact that Dean Martin is on Instagram?
He's got a spam account.
Hey man, I got all the socials. I got the Instagram, I got the Facebook, I got the Twitter. Don't put me on the TikTok though. I'm scared of the TikTok.
Sounds
I'm afraid
racist.
Chris Hansen's going to come out and get me. I don't like the TikTok.
Too many kids.
Yes.
Too many kids.
Do your Britney song real quick, Dean.
Oops, I did it again. Damn it. I did it again.
That does
I
sound like a Dean Martin
substituted
song,
vodka for gin.
Scott, Dean, let me break it to you. You're improvising right now, man.
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, don't get a big head.
Wait a minute. Where's Dean?
Oh my God.
Dean, come back, Dean. Hey, John, what are some of your favorite guilty pleasure songs, buddy?
Hey, buddy. Wow,
That sounded
we
very
got-
sarcastic, Dean. I don't think you think he's your buddy at all.
I'm not your buddy, guy.
Buddy.
I'm your guy, pal.
See? See?
I don't have any guilty pleasures, man, because I like it all. 60s, 70s,
80s
90s,
and today.
Today. I do. I like it all, man. You know what I think? I think one will pop on in my car. Joanne, what's the who sings Dr. Jones?
Mr. Jones, the Counting Crows?
Mr. Jones?
No, I love Counting Crows, dude. That would be. I mean, you know what? That's kind of funny because I don't think a lot of people really like the Counting Crows or whatever. And I have all their albums. I'm a huge fan, huge nerd. Love
The
that
music
shit.
is
Yeah,
good.
no,
I like
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, they're good.
It's just Adam and his dreads. They got it. That's the bullshit
He
part of
shaved
it.
his head, man.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
you
Yeah,
introduced
you're
yourself
wrong.
as sad, and I was like, this guy likes Counting Crows. He's into the crows. I feel it. I fucking know. I got you.
That's the best compliment. That's perfect.
I bet you analyzed those lyrics. I know who you are. I've
Dude,
been
don't even
you.
fucking know. Oh, I've been. Did you just Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 me?
I did. Yeah.
That was great. Beautiful. Oh my God.
I'm glad you two understand what's going on because I sure don't.
We do. Can we have a moment, please?
So you guys just
I'll just check my Insta.
Check in on Brittany.
see if Brittany's DM'd you on Instagram.
Yes.
Oh my
Make
God.
sure she doesn't slide in there, Dean.
Yeah.
Hashtag free Britney. Come on.
The answer, John, is Aqua.
Hmm.
Aqua, thank you. That's what it. Yeah, sometimes that'll pop on, and people will be like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Dude, it's a great song." So, when this shit comes on at weddings, when I'm wearing my one suit,
Right before your vows.
Is that that's been your wedding song every time too?
Ting Tings. You
Same
guys-
wedding song, same suit.
The Ting Tings, yeah.
What's my name?
What's my name?
They call me Hey.
They call me.
They call me
Tisha.
something. That's not my name.
I want to hear Dean Martin do it.
That's not my name. It's not my name. I can't. I'm
I'm
losing.
not Sammy. I'm not Frank.
You're losing the Dean viscosity.
It's a
I need a drink.
can you take requests? Sing Marshmallow World.
Big Barbie girl. Barbie girl.
I don't know those songs enough to know the lyrics. Sorry, I know.
Oh, I love Marshmallow. It's a great song.
That is.
Thanks, right?
Okay, John, you don't have any guilty
Servo
pleasure
girl.
songs, so whatever.
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 Chris, do you have any guilty
buddy.
pleasure songs?
I have a guilty pleasure artist, which is Alanis Morissette.
Oh gosh.
You
Yeah.
know, you got it. Yeah, greatest punk rock
mean-
album, Jagged Little Pill.
Yeah. That's ironic.
Yeah, that's.
when you label it as a guilty pleasure artist, it just sounds like somebody you masturbate to that you're ashamed of.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
I'm not
Is that the
doing
big
it.
reveal that all these artists now we've realized it's just that we're masturbating to these songs?
Is that not? Wait, is that not what guilty
No,
pleasure
that's
is?
not it. Oh.
Only if you get caught.
Oh my goodness, I've completely misunderstood the question.
I love that album. That album
And
is
Jagged
25 years old now. This summer.
Honestly, Jagged Little Pill is a pretty good album.
It's
Like,
a Broadway
it's
show.
pretty
So, yeah,
solid.
it should be.
She's
there's-
phenomenal. She's great. Great writer, great singer.
Yeah.
she's
awesome.
God and Dogma.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah.
right.
Oh yeah, she was God.
Yeah.
Dog. Excellent.
She was great in Weeds.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we too.
Kid, that movie's like 20 years old.
I wouldn't go to a movie theater with her.
That's
Probably.
great.
Was it true that was about Dave Coulee? Remember?
I was gonna say
That's what I've
heard.
You
Yeah.
channel Dave
Yeah.
Coulier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I got a chance to open for Dave
Wow.
maybe like 2015 or something like that.
Wow.
Super nice guy. And like the club was like, hey, don't go to the green room, like give Dave his space. And then like, Friday Late Show, he's like, do you guys hate me?
I'm so low.
Yeah, because he's like a regular comic, right? Like he wants to hang
Yeah.
out, shoot the shit. And he was telling us like some crazy like road stories about getting into fights in the 80s and shit. It was great. It was and he's a really great like he does a lot of act outs in his show, and he's a really good like act out comic. But the one thing I didn't get to ask him is the story about Alanis Morissette. It was like, and it hit me as I was driving back home. I was like, I should have fucking asked.
Yeah, I've heard he doesn't like to be asked that before too. I had a friend who opened for him and wound up sleeping with him.
I was just gonna say that's the only story I know about him.
Did they go to the movie?
Somebody opening for
And
him.
no, they did not. But I told her if she sleeps with him again the second night, I was like, right before you come, you got to be like, cut it out. I didn't know. I was like, you got to just please for me. Now I'm not going to be able to think of anything else.
But I feel like she would be able to ask him the Alanis Morissette question.
Yeah.
Probably.
Right? Like,
yeah,
she has
probably.
to.
If they still
Yeah, during foreplay. Yeah, definitely.
At least,
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun to review at least.
I know.
Anything, dude.
I
I
got to
always
get out
ask
of
that
character
question
for a
during
second.
foreplay too.
you guys,
Just whoever, I'm like, hey, that story about Dave Coulier and Alanis Morissette? Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your mood?
I always get the Pee Wee Herman story. Like, hey, we're going to the movies. You can be Pee Wee.
Tequila.
Tequila.
Why am I always
So
bitter?
many celebrities jerk off in the movie theaters, man. Pee Wee Herman, fucking Fred Willard. That's all I got.
did Fred Willard really? No, but you can't.
Yeah,
do that.
well, I mean, it's not a bad. Yeah, he got caught doing it in a theater, but that was like years after Pee Wee, and they were just kind of like, "Sir,
Plus it's Fred Willard. Like, what are you gonna tell him?
Yeah,
He also
it wasn't as
adorable.
big a deal as Pee Wee, because Fred Willard didn't host a kid show, I guess. Like, it was weird though, because I don't think Fred Willard was in a porno theater when he did it, and Pee Wee Herman's guy, was.
Yeah.
Paul
Pee Wee
Rubin's
Herman.
name.
I
Wait,
mean,
is it a regular theater?
Yeah,
See-
I'm pretty sure.
I think Fred Willard could shoot a beagle in Times Square and get away with it.
True.
Oh wow, very specific. Have you done this, Scott?
Probably not.
I've thought about it.
Seems like you're holding some resentment back. I bet he shot a beagle in Times Square. It'd be fine. But when
but me, they frown on me doing it.
yeah. The one time I'm in New York.
You guys are a lot of fun. You're the best group I've had so far. This is great.
You should just end it after the show. The whole series.
Let's all go to the movies.
Yeah. The Zoomies.
Do you really even need me? You guys seem to be hitting it off pretty good.
This took a turn, man.
You have the StreamYard account. You have the account.
Yeah,
Wait,
first thing everybody goes,
Was
right?
that Scott or Dean that asked us that though?
Oh.
So this is something I asked my podcast guests lately, and I'm just going to throw it out there and see if any of you have done this. Have you read anything that inspired you? Have you listened to anything that inspired you, like a podcast, a song, an art? Have you read an article? Has anything really caught your eye and made you feel better that people might like to see?
Oh God.
Are you talking about lately or just in
Lately.
general?
Yeah, lately.
Oh.
Wow, lately. No, I've been reading a lot of news.
Nothing is inspiring.
Wow, I just really killed the room.
I know.
Related to comedy
Hey,
stuff.
Where the hell's Frank?
The
Thank
biggest
you.
show I've ever done.
You guys have anything positive going on in your life, you cold, soulless monsters?
No,
Silence.
right?
You know how you guys are driven by hate? Do you guys?
Holy shit.
I mean,
That's
as
great.
Scott, if you're talking about the current movement, yeah, I'm reading, and trying to do as much as I can to recognize, racism and call it out, and How to Be Anti-Racist, the book by Ibram Kendi I've read. As far as inspiration for comedy, I mean, I'm trying to put together a chapbook for improv, so I've been kind of going through like my years of work and just kind of like reflecting on the shit that I've done on stage. And I'm like, you know what, we're not going to tolerate that anymore. There's, for improv anyway, and stand up too, I'm sure. It's so easy to go that shortest path or that quick hit of like jokes that are sexist and racist and homophobic and transphobic and all that bullshit. And like for me, it's like I want to call it out and be better, like, and recognize, that I can say something that can be edgy, but also like if it's hate speech, fuck that. I don't need to do that anymore. So I've been reflecting on that and trying to be better.
Yeah, you wrote something nice about it, and you even went into like accents and stuff, which I appreciated. You've helped me in a lot of stuff. You've called me out when I needed to be called out, and it's definitely appreciated. So that's cool.
It takes practice. I mean, it really does, because it's uncomfortable. It's easy for us to just like slide past things. It's hard to stop and say, hey, that affects a marginalized person, or you're making the joke is someone who is disabled or whatever, and that can't be the case. And, unless you're like I don't know, the dog, whatever that one is, the who's that little dog, the little
The
yeah, that guy.
insult dog.
Yeah, they insult comic dog.
Triumph.
Triumph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's just not funny anymore to me. So that I hate to ruin the mood, but maybe we'll bring Dean Martin back and talk about Dick or something. But
No, I appreciate
Wait,
that.
No,
are we talking
I'm
about
actually
Dick
doing-
like Dick?
Dick Cabot.
Okay, that's better.
I'm actually doing everything to counteract what Steve just learned. So it's all like it's balance. It's all about balance. You have to really. I'm writing a book.
About being more.
No,
I mean, quite honestly, that would be a good show of like, hey, this is what you hear and this is what you should do. But there's no audience right now.
John, are you actually trying to find new groups to offend, like people that use like John Deere equipment and stuff like that?
Farmers. Are you trying to offend farmers, John?
First of all, you can't offend morons. So I mean, the junior people are out. I don't know. No, it's crazy, man. I mean, it's just I try to it's like you were saying about stuff that you read and stuff like that, and I agree with Steve too. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that I've taken in, just history-wise. Like, I always knew, like, one of the things I was thinking about was the, I always knew that the Mount Rushmore, was part of the Lakota tribe, something like that. And then looking into it even further beyond that, I didn't know anything about, the KKK being partly helping partly fund it. And building, like, there's stuff that, like, even like on top of layer and like try to get it out there. But the craziest thing is too is like I've had people unfollow me, which is fine. I'm actually all for it. That's I think what I'm trying to get at this point by sharing information. It's not like I'm pouring it down anybody's throats, but like I've had friends I've had for years who have just taken it upon themselves to message me and kind of be like, hey, I need a break from politics. And I'm like, well, how convenient is it for you to be able to take a step back from a worldwide pandemic and civil unrest? Like, is there ever a fucking moment in time where you can just put your shitty fucking life aside and like think about anything else? You know, like it's just it's terrible. I know, because he was just talking about like you're all full of like it's not even about hating either, but I do find it frustrating that like, you know, I'm not saying, you know, stop eating and fucking stop enjoying things at the same time, but if you can't somehow manage to educate yourself and still go about your day, I don't have any respect at that point. That you need to take a step back. Like there's so many people at fucking weddings and, you know, still pretending the fucking pandemic. You know how many times I get invited to someone's dumb fucking christening now? Like still, you know what I mean? Like we're still doing it, right? Like no, you fucking weirdo. We shit about your dumb kid getting splashed around in some fucking made up water. You know? And it's the same thing. Like I'm happy for people getting married. That's great. Go have a good time. But like these people who act like the fact that they didn't get to change their fucking last name on Instagram for the last 3 months is a crime. Like, just do it. It's all made up bullshit anyway. You know, like, you know, you got to drag some priest out in the middle of fucking God knows what. And that's another fantasy too. Like, you might as well have Gandalf fucking presiding over it. It's just imaginary. You know, like,
I'm very much into Gandalf presiding over a baptism. Holy shit! Can we get
kind of want to get baptized?
Yeah.
Great. Like, oh my God, is Sir Ian McKellen going to baptize me? I'm into that. That's so cool.
That I would come out for.
As Gandalf the White, though, like that sounds pretty cool. Like I'm not saying.
It's pretty awesome.
You might actually pretend to believe in God for that, right?
That would be a good point in time to do that.
Yeah.
It's just weird that all these rituals and shit that we make, like I get it, and I respect people's need to have some kind of normalcy, but when there's shit that's going on that's way too big, like these two issues, it's like just put it aside for one. Like, you know, you don't. Little Tommy doesn't get to have his fucking birthday this year. I don't know what to tell you. You know, like. And how angry are actual like drive-by shooters that they have to wait like in line now with these processions? Like, I just want to murder. Behind like 50 cars with balloons, like Jesus, this is ridiculous. How long does a bloodthirsty killer have to wait? And then he just gets into it. He's like,
They fired it in the air, right? He's like, happy birthday, Timmy.
It's just crazy to me. It's just watching all this shit is just fucking wild. And then like people having the audacity to fucking shit on like, you know, fantasy shit and like movie, like, you know, like even conservatives and liberals, same thing. Where they're like, too many millennials watch too many Marvel superhero movies. I'm like, it's not realistic. Are you fucking kidding me? We have the same crap in Congress. You know what I mean? It's just that their legislative spell, you know, doesn't seem to work or isn't strong enough to combat the Republicans' legislative magic. You know what I mean? It's all just fucking made up. And I'm watching it like, why can't they do anything about it? I'm like, well, we have to wait till the mythical month of November and the full moon to get him out of the office. And like,
Thanos 2020. Right
oh, I'd vote for Thanos.
Yeah.
What's the difference between that and 6 fucking rocks on a gauntlet that change shit than your dumb fucking, I don't know. Anyway, I'm having a heart attack, I think.
Quick, let's get you cryogenically frozen.
Again, man, I felt this underlying rage that's just been waiting and 54 minutes in. It's just like unleashed on everybody. I love it. I love it. This is great.
See, this is great. You
Pass
might
out,
be able
my
to
head's
sleep
gonna bang
tonight,
off
John.
the desk.
Again, John, I've been you. like, like this is, but to piggyback off John's
Anyway.
point, though, is and Steve's point is that is something that kind of makes me feel like hopeful in all this. It is that people are helping out, right? Like the fact that there's so many mutual aid groups out there that are helping people eat food, like they're getting groceries to people, helping with like rent and all that kind of stuff, is that gives me far more hope than any sort of like legislative action. I'm very cynical about electoral politics, and I get a lot of shit for it because I can't vote for either party. As an immigrant that has now become a citizen to get the right to vote, like I know too much about the history of this country and the way that both parties work and the way that this election process works, and how insane it is for me to sit there and be like, yeah, Joe Biden's the better candidate. And it's just like, no, Joe Biden's the reason why we have upheaval on the streets, because this dude put a crime bill in place that put more black people in prison, which was co-sponsored by Bill Clinton. And he's the one that voted for the wars. He's the one that pushed us from 2 to 7. He's the reason why our healthcare system is still privatized, and we're the only country that privatizes our healthcare system the way that we is. And even in a global pandemic, he's like, yeah, we're not going to give people healthcare, which is insane, which is just clinically insane. And people are like, yeah, but that's better. And it's like, it's not, though. It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. None of that gives me hope. None of that gives me hope. What gives me hope is I see my friends in the DSA that put out a free food pantry in Norfolk, Virginia, that they have to refill every week because people are actually using it. Mm-hmm. Like, that gives me hope. That gives me hope that there are people that come in and donate food to make sure that people in the community are. What gives me hope is fucking kids on TikTok that buy up tickets for a Trump rally and make the roof look half empty. That's awesome. Like, that's so funny to me. Is all of these things on the ground floor, like how communities take care of each other, and even how comedians take care of each other, is, you know, to have Scott come check out one of my shows and keep coming back to checking them out is like huge. You know, my friend Jay Jackson watches a bunch of my videos and you know, shares like the live streams that I do. That's huge to me, and that's another way that like we are helping each other out rather than waiting for the magical legislation gauntlet to be snapped, or, you know, whatever the fuck they want to do. We're literally like, they go, why can't you give regular average Americans a universal basic income during a pandemic? And they go, well, the Republicans. And it's like, you know what the Republicans are doing? They're never putting out a piece of legislation and they go, well, we have to consider the Democrats' feelings. It's like, they never fucking do that. So why are they doing that shit? It never made any sense to me. But you know what we do is we just help each other out. Like, we just do it. Like, if my friend is having a bad day, or if my friend needs help doing some stuff, is fucking... that's I'm just gonna do it. I don't need to go to a committee to get a stamp of, like, I'm just gonna go help my friend. You know?
Oh God,
that's so.
And you may not think so, but people my age are actually seeing that and watching it and feeling bad that we had our head in the sand for so long and let shit get the way it is. So more than just me, I've talked to other people my age, and they're starting to wake up and find out that, you know, we caused this mess, and or we let it continue to get worse. And so, you know, that is happening with a lot of boomers. A lot of boomers are actually digging their heels in and saying that we were right and you're wrong. So, you know, it's equal among us. So, you know, but some of us are listening.
Yeah.
What's Steve Martin have to say about all this? There's one black thread.
Yeah.
We didn't have millennials when I was around.
There we go.
I had Sammy Davis Jr. to punch around. That's about all I had.
Oh. You only had one eye.
We got him into a casino. Yes, we heard about the time you guys are getting anything. That's the funny. Not funny, but like that's the thing back then. Though they tell those stories, but you realize at the same time it was only because black people had to approve their worth. Like, look at him, he can sing and dance. Of course, he can walk on your casino floor.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
not that guy.
Yeah.
Really.
It's still
Like, they
true
didn't do it
today.
for-
I mean, it hasn't changed.
Yeah.
It's still true today. I mean, it's
I
ridiculous.
know.
Anyway, Joanne, what are your political thoughts?
My
Yes.
I hope you're
guilty,
like straight up Republican right now. Like,
yeah, I've been
I would love it
sitting
if it
here
was
like,
just like, here's why everybody is they're
you
just
son of a bitch.
freeloader.
No. My guilty pleasure is ABBA.
Nice.
So I like to just catch up.
That's incredible.
Oh God, I love it.
Thank you for that. That was brilliant.
Hilarious.
That was
Yeah.
fantastic. That was
Hey, for
fantastic.
the first time in my life, I played the straight man, so I got that.
That's hilarious. Oh, man. I'm sorry for ranting for that long. How long you been sitting on that? That was beautiful. I wish I got to it.
Pre-Dave Coulee.
Yeah. Oh, fucking awesome.
I will have to say about Alanis Morissette that I used to do a lot of karaoke, and I had a friend named Drew. I hope he's watching. He used to kill. What's the You Ought to Know? He used to kill that song. So he would do that song, and then he'd do Spandau Ballet, True. Just, I mean, he still does karaoke once in a while, but he doesn't live by me anymore. And I mean, that guy can sing.
Shout out Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Drew.
Way to go, buddy.
Yeah.
We've got quite a few of you watching. If you want to get the Tom Dreesen book, you are going to have to make a comment either on YouTube or Facebook, and I will pick one of the comments at random. So start commenting now. Before we get into final thoughts, I want to talk about something I've got going on. It is my Dream Guest Playoffs.
Oh.
So the Dream Guest Playoffs, basically what I've done is I'm pretending like I like sports, and I've put all my dream comedy guests into a playoff, and I've actually done round one. And round two has like 8 rounds of people going against each other, and all you got to do is go to the Behind the Bits Facebook page and vote. So I've got like Dave Letterman out there, and I've got Dave Chappelle. I've got a lot of Daves.
Just Dave's. That's what it is.
Dave
Dream
Coulee.
Dave, yes.
Yeah.
This is a really great one. I've got
Letterman.
Cat Williams against Lenny Clark, and
Damn.
it's close. And those are 2 of them I want to talk to. And at the end of this, it's going to come down to one. It's going to come down to a championship, and there's going to be one. And that one person I am going to hound until they come on my podcast. And I'm going to document what it takes to get somebody really big to get on my podcast. So I'm going to actually make a little rockumentary out of it, but I'm going to post it as I go. So I'm going to show you what it means to call people's people and do that kind of stuff. That's what's coming out. So go to the Behind the Bits Facebook page and vote for who you think you should go on to the next round, and then we'll go. I've got 2 more rounds after that, and then a championship. So I'm having a lot of fun with that.
What's does Vegas have a line on getting the guest or getting a restraining order?
Exactly. So that's what I should have said that, because I said that in my video today. I am going to pursue this until I either get the guest or I get the restraining order. So
Nice. Parallel bus. I'll watch your video though.
we're so much like each other, Steve.
Yeah. Cheers.
I don't see any comments yet. If you want me to keep the book, that's cool, or I'll send it to one of these guys. But if you comment either on Facebook or YouTube,
I commented on YouTube, Scott.
put you on. I'm sorry.
I commented on YouTube.
How's come I'm not seeing it?
I don't know. I'm public.
This is probably the most interesting part of the show. Everyone loves inside scoop technical difficulties. Did you leave me a comment?
But you're muted. You're muted.
Oh, I am.
Well, maybe I'm not getting any comments. So if you're around, just shoot me a message on the Behind the Bits podcast page on Facebook and say you want the book, and I will pick randomly on that because the comments don't seem to be coming through. Damn it. I almost got into Dean Martin again there.
Whatever.
I like that your
D.
is just a little flippant, you know? He's just,
Yeah.
whatever, it's cool. I don't care.
Yeah.
Life, I was dead.
Let's get into final thoughts.
Shit.
Final thoughts mean you can talk about whatever you want, or you can plug something.
Oh,
You could make up something? What'd you say?
Plug
Plug.
something.
Plug something.
Yeah.
Got it.
Krish, talk to me.
If you like the whole political ranty stuff, that's my wheelhouse, you guys. That's what I do all the time. I do these virtual comedy shows that I mentioned at the top of the show. Each week is a new show about a new topic that I do a bunch of research and write. Some stuff is funny. Sometimes it's just me yelling about some things, much like we saw tonight. But what the other thing that I do is I donate half the ticket sales to a grassroots organization, a mutual aid, independent journalists, people that are on the ground, that sort of stuff, or venues that that need help right now. So I'm donating half of the ticket sales to that. So if you like political comedy, if you like commentary-based comedy, and you want to do a nice thing, you can get tickets on my website, which is krishmohanhaha.com, KrishMohanhaha.com. Yeah.
Nice.
Your shows are great. I absolutely love them.
Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that.
John, talk to me.
hey,
Hi.
what's up? I just tuned in. Yeah, I got some stuff to plug. If you want to follow me, please do it on Instagram. That's what I prefer. It's at John Poveromo, or you can just go to my website, johnpoveromo.net, and find everything else. And also, please watch my short film, Duff It, on Amazon Prime. It's me and a puppet. So that's all you need to know about that. And I will also be coming out with my own podcast, as if it's any surprise. We're all doing it now. But it's kind of like a show theme or whatever. It's called Dystopia Tonight. And it'll be on Mondays and Thursday nights. So look for that in a few weeks. And then, yeah, that's all I got. Oh, my phone just fell.
Dude, you're sideways. It's Dean. Hey, you're sideways.
Hey, man.
Hey, is it the alcohol?
Joanne, talk to me.
Just you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's all at Joanne Filan, I think, as far as I know. Just doing safe shows, Zoom, and socially distant, out in the middle of a field. Loser.
I saw you have an outdoor show coming up.
What's that?
I saw you have an outdoor show coming up.
Yes, yeah, I do. So that is always fun. If you're in the middle of nowhere and you want to laugh, that's the best way to do it, I guess.
Yeah.
Other than that, I just, just want everybody to wear a mask, maybe.
Okay.
That's about it.
Yeah.
I'm up with that. I actually did an outdoor show. I was on at a whiskey distillery. I was on their loading dock. And
Nice.
And it was put on by a bunch of kids that are friends of mine, and they're not really taking the social distancing very seriously. So I told them, I said, stay away from me. I'm bringing my own mic. Stay away from me. I'm bringing my own mic. Unplug the mic. So they stayed away from me pretty well. A couple of them came up to me, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
I'm old. I will die.
That's a great threat. I will fucking die on you right now. Don't make
You
me.
will watch the life come out of me.
I'll die right now, sucker. Steve,
You don't even fucking know.
Sure. Yeah, I obviously would love to see people wear a mask too. So that would be good. I've never really been into sports, so to see, having to pick a side of wearing a mask and not wearing a mask, I'm team mask right here. So when you walk down the street, you're like, the Cubs suck. And you're like, wearing a mask is great. So that's that's me. On the Instagram, ideally, I the Freeto everywhere. GoProv, we're doing a lot of Zoom stuff, and I feel like it's good to keep improvising and keep playing, but I don't have to publish everything we do because some of it is shit, some of it's amazing. But we're staying active and doing things, and of course, Goshen Art House. We're building a podcast studio, as you know, Scott, and doing some voiceover work and getting that place ready. It's strange having a theater that's been dark for 4 months now. I go in every now and again and just walk around and miss the people there, but we'll be back soon. We're talking, we got face masks and all of that and shields, but we're not ready to do that yet. So. Yeah. But improv shows are good because you get like 10 people to come out anyway, so it's easy to social distance. So business as usual. Yeah, that's about it. GoProv, Goshen Art House, the Freeto, Behind the Bits podcast.
You're a great guy, Steve. I'm glad I met you. And without this podcast, I wouldn't have met any of you, except for Steve. I would have known you because you did my old local podcast.
Yeah, I've been on your podcast like 3 or 4 different times, I think.
Yeah. And you're going to be on too. So, but I'm really glad that I started this just because I get to meet people like you, and I've learned from all of you when I talk to you, and honestly, I talk to a lot of people, and I don't ask all of them to come on the show, but I connect with some people, so that's why I asked you guys to come on the show, and I really appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I told you this before, dude, but you're a great interviewer, and probably one of the most thorough podcast interviews I've ever been on. Because we, this. I mean, comedians kind of dread sometimes going on to a podcast or whatever we never heard before, but you knocked it out of the park, dude. I didn't even know an hour went by, and it was really great, and I couldn't wait to share it, and other people really loved it too. So thanks for that was great, dude.
That's one thing I really get in the zone on. I'm very scattered otherwise, but I do get in the zone on that stuff.
That's cool.
Great. Well, thank you all for being on the show. Thank everybody for watching. Obviously, if I saw Steve's posts come up here, so I think they're like extremely delayed. But if you just want to shoot me a message to the Facebook page of Behind the Bits and say hey or whatever, then I'll put your name in a hat and somebody will get the book. And Steve is in for the book and Joanne is in for the book because I saw her post on my Facebook. So, we went a little long today, but you guys were extremely entertaining and also brought the goods as far as talking about stuff that needs to be talked about, and I appreciate that.
Can we say goodbye to Dean Martin?
Oh, well.
Dean Martin. Wait, that's Rodney.
You'll hit your eye like a big pizza pie. That's Behind the Bits talk show on the internet.
Thanks, Scott. Andy.
Thank you guys all for being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Had a great time. You guys are awesome.
This
Yeah.
was
Nice meeting you guys.
Yeah,
that's
it's good
right.
to meet all you guys.
The tape on this will be available on the Facebook page and the YouTube page. So if you want to share it around, that's cool too.
All right.
Cool.
Okay. Thanks.
Thanks.
I'm going to leave the studio, and I'm glad you guys.
We'll stay.
Yeah.
We'll stay and clean up.
You guys can do whatever you want. Nice Carol Burnett. I like it.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Take it easy.
See ya.
Oh shit, we can have our own show.
I know we can now that he's gone.
All right. Let's
All right,
talk
Joanne,
about
right,
that.
now-
Dean
I
Martin.
would love to do this all night. I'm gonna go watch DS9 with my girlfriend. So
Awesome.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna go.
Have a good time.
brag.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll try to. I'll
Yes.
find you guys on Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure.
absolutely.
Please do.
I'll listen to your
Cool.
episode of Behind the Bits.
Oh, cool. Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna leave the studio too.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Joanne.